From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, August the 16th, 2018. We open with unconfirmed reports today of a ceasefire agreement reached between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. Haaretz wrote the deal includes medical and humanitarian assistance for Gaza, reconstruction of its infrastructure with foreign funding, a discussion about sea and airports in Gaza, and a resolution to the issue of IDF soldiers' remains and Israeli civilians being held by Hamas in Gaza. Lebanese television channel Al Mayadeen reported on the deal as well, saying a ceasefire would last for 1 year and include the establishment of a cargo shipping connection between Gaza and Cyprus, with Israel having security control over the sea traffic. Also, that financial support for Gaza would come from Qatar, who would fund electricity for Gaza and, together with Egypt, pay the salaries of civil service employees there. Neither Israel nor Hamas has confirmed any ceasefire deal as of yet. Israeli media also reported today that an unnamed Israeli official confirmed that the head of Egyptian intelligence, Major General Abbas Kamal, met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other Israeli security officials yesterday in Tel Aviv to discuss a possible prisoner exchange deal, and also updated them on the recent talks between Hamas and Fatah in Egypt. Kamal's visit was initially reported by the London-based Arabic daily Al Hayat. Well, today's various reports follow Israel's easing of restrictions on Gaza yesterday, including the complete opening of the Kerem Shalom border crossing, which has been open for humanitarian needs but was closed for other goods as a response to violence from Gaza. Citing relative quiet from the Strip, Israel's Defense Minister Avigdor Lieberman said yesterday the crossing would reopen as a message to the Palestinians in Gaza that calm, not violence, was in their best interest. Israel also extended Gaza's permitted fishing zone yesterday. The United Nations welcomed the measures. Stefan Dujarric, who is the spokesman for Secretary General Antonio Guterres, said he was encouraged by the moves, adding the Secretary General calls on all parties to support the efforts of UN Special Coordinator Nikolai Mladenov and Egypt to avoid an escalation and address all humanitarian issues in Gaza and the return of the Palestinian Authority to Gaza. Hamas took control from the PA back in 2007. A joint statement from U.S. officials yesterday suggested that difficult compromises were in store for both the Israelis and Palestinians in the anticipated U.S. peace plan. Special Representative for International Negotiations Jason Greenblatt shared a joint quote on social media yesterday, attributed to himself, U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley, U.S. Ambassador to Israel David Friedman, and White House Senior Advisor Jared Kushner on Twitter, which stated, "No one will be fully pleased with our proposal, but that's the way it must be if real peace is to be achieved. Peace can only succeed if it is based on realities." The U.S. peace plan has been in the works for quite some time. No timeline has been announced yet as to when it is expected to be unveiled. Members of the academic, scientific, and economic communities came together in New York City this week to mark the one-year anniversary of the Jacobs Technion Cornell Institute, a partnership between Cornell, MIT, and the Technion Israel Institute of Technology. The event took place Tuesday at the campus, which opened on Roosevelt Island in 2017. Attendees included Consul General of Israel in New York, Dani Dayan, who said this is an important and significant event in which political voices and protests are heard throughout the campuses, creating and deepening academic partnerships which reinforce our close ties with the United States. And staying with the Technion, it once again was ranked among the top 100 academic institutions in the world. The prestigious Shanghai ranking of world universities listed the Technion as Israel's top university for the third year in a row, and the school came in at number 77 worldwide, up from 93 last year. Jerusalem's Hebrew University also made the cut, coming in at 95 in the world after it was knocked out of the top 100 last year. American universities Harvard and Stanford were in the number 1 and 2 spots of the world ranking, respectively, followed by the UK's Cambridge at number 3. Well, an Israeli film that examines the Gaza situation from a unique perspective was named a semi-finalist in a short film festival here in the U.S. Tseva Adom, the color red, referring to the rocket alert sirens, follows an unlikely relationship between an IDF soldier and a young Gazan boy. It was named one of 15 semi-finalists chosen from over 3,400 submissions at the upcoming NBC Universal Short Film Festival. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, August the 16th. At 7 o'clock, it's Talmud Study. At 8, an Israeli Policy Forum discussion of the issues challenging Israel with Anita Shapiro of Tel Aviv University, Daniel Gordis of Shalem College, and Itamar Rabinovich of the Israel Institute, speaking with Natan Sachs of the Brookings Institute at the Harmony Club in New York City. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Jason Gewirtz to discuss his book on the IDF's elite unit on L'chaim. At 10, a look at the immigration issue with Jeffrey Passel of the Pew Research Institute. And coming up right after this newscast tonight, it's the Debka File. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, August the 16th, 2018. I'm Teisha Bader.